my childish childs, welcome to my evil twin deck profile. A evil twin, not fairy tale, not any of that. And of course, once again, a huge shout outs to my boy Dualian TV for, like I said, recommending me this deck. So if, of course, one of you guys want me to feature one of your favorite decks on my channel and try to break it, I will definitely try to do it. It's just that I have a huge to-do list, okay? So you gotta understand when I don't make the deck that you recommend me as like my next video. It's really hard for me to do that. I do have a to-do list that I try to respect as much, and I can't really make like a deck that is like tier 5 or like tier 500 or that nobody's gonna really care about. So yeah. Anyways, let's get right into it. So I do play multiple hand shops and 3 Parallel Exceed. Parallel Exceed just works very well with hand shops, honestly. Like I said in my combo video, if you normal summon an Ash or an Ogre or an Infinite, that basically makes El Mirage, which is a Link monster that gives you a zone, and when you have a zone from a Link monster, you can special summon Parallel Exceed from your hand, and then on special summon, by the way, it just summons Parallel Exceed from your deck. So it even works very well with Back to the Front, which works well with Trap Trick. Because, once you use the first one, you have the second one off your deck, but you still have a third one. So what is going to happen is going to be you reviving back one of your 2 Parallel Exceeds from your grave, and then summoning back another one. And of course, if you had more spaces for like rank 4s and stuff, would have been nice, but the extra deck is very, very tight, which is funny because at the end of the day, these cards aren't even that good. It's just whack, but yeah. Yeah, so 3 Ash, 2 Ogre, 3 Infinite. I'm not even a big fan of Ogre. You can definitely play like another kind of utility card instead. 3 Tactical Talents could kind of be good. Imperial Order in the main deck could make a lot of sense. You don't even need spells in that deck. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, Imperial Order could be nice. 3... oh my god. Live Twin Kiseki. Oh my god. And Leela. So basically, their secondary effect sucks so much that I don't even want to, like, talk about it. And their first effect is on normal or special summon. If you control none of the other sister, you can actually summon it. So the first time you use the effect of the first one, it's actually going to summon the second one, but the second one isn't going to trigger, but because you already have the first one on the field, and and vice versa. So if you get Ogred, well, the first one dies, and the second one is actually going to summon back the first one, and this is why Ogre against this deck is quite pathetic, unless you're trying to use it on the Link monsters, but at the same time, the Link monsters are quite resilient because they don't necessarily have to summon to the same column, so it doesn't have the same issue as, let's say, Mech Knight, Avra, so what's the, oh my god, no, not Mech Knight, World Chalice, okay, the Link 2 that's a monster reborn to a zone it points to, okay? But yeah, it's good, and of course there are Cyberus monsters, so Signet Mining actually allows you to surge them, which is nice. And then 3 Infinite, so we have, what, 11 hand shops? Not too bad. 11 out of 40 should be like an 80-something% chance to draw a hand trap when you're going second. And Infinite actually works well with Trap Trick, which is nice, but it is not a monster. I actually made a really cool review on Valor against Infinite. You should probably check it out if you actually are kind of hesitant. Of course, Valor is significantly cheaper. Infinite actually got a reprint in the Gold Edition, so the card should be a little easier to get now than it was before, maybe by like 10 bucks cheaper. Not too sure, actually. I don't even check prices. Like I said, I didn't buy a single Yu-Gi-Oh product since 2018. Everything that I'm unboxing, basically just like sponsor-wise, and I don't even get to keep the cards, obviously, because I didn't pay for them. That would have been dumb, so yeah. 2 Ice Dragon's Prison. It would be kind of bricky if I play too many, and it's just... And the thing is, it's really good because it has like kind of does two things. Either gets you like a beat stick from your opponent, and you can actually just win by attacking, or you actually get to non-targeted banish, which is always very nice, and it's kind of like a 2-in-1 in a way. It DD Crows your opponent's monster and banishes a monster on their field, so I just really like cards that serve like multiple purposes. I already really explained this well in my Cyber Dragon videos, but I just want to reiterate that because it's always something that people have to be aware of. Anyways, 3 Olenoides. Of course, this card kind of sucks with modern standards, but I wanted level 2 monsters because your main engine is already just a bunch of level 2s. So I was like, wait, hold on, they don't even lock you out under non-Evil Twin monsters from your extra deck, so you can just make rank 2s And at first, my deck was ranked 2 City, but then I realized, wait, it's Cyberse, so I can just play with Sided Mining, Parallel Exceed, and just OTK my opponents super, super easy. So then I was like, okay, I have to play Access Code, Transcode, Update Jammer, and Splash Mage, because yes, it's just really insane card with Transcode especially. It's just, you know, it's, I don't know, it's good, but yeah, rank 2s are still really nice, honestly. Being able to make Opabinia, make Toad, and Sky Cavalry Centauria cannot actually be destroyed while it has Exceeds material, so in a way it's kind of reminiscent to Borbo, because even if your opponent has a bunch of monsters that can't be destroyed or anything, you can kind of just not jump over them, that's not the point, it's just a battle without your monster dying, and then on main phase 2 you make Negalogia and you go bye-bye your entire board, and then you go set 5 pass. And you know, it's just all of that is just achieved with one single card, which is what I like so much about it. And this is why Scout Cavalry is in here, so you can kind of already see everything about the extra deck. And this is why I don't really want to go over the extra deck too much. I mean, these cards are so self-explanatory, but yeah, I'm just going to finish the main deck first anyways. So yeah, 3 Olenoides, 3 Dinomyscus. It is, honestly, I feel like this card is even better than Karma Cut in a way, because Karma Cut discards for cost, which already makes the card that you discard kind of vulnerable to DD Crow if it had a great effect. Of course, when you're playing Burning Abyss, this matters, but in this deck, not really. And another thing, if you're going second and you draw multiple Dinomyscus, if it keeps getting negated, it's fine, you just keep using it again and again, but Karma Cut, you actually have to discard the card, so you might be sending less back row, whereas Dinomyscus, you can just set all of your Dinomyscuses except one card in your hand, and obviously you know your opponent is going to negate all of them, so you just keep on using the other ones, which I like a lot, because of course the discard is not, you know, it's not an actual cost, it's part of the effect, so if the effect itself or the card, sorry, gets negated, or even the effect, honestly, it doesn't matter. You can still just keep using other Dinomyscuses. I love actually just transforming everything into plural. But yeah, level 2 monster, that's all you need to know. And it's also Aqua, so you can make Tree Toad. But yeah, for the other traps, we have Back to the Front. This card's just amazing, because the thing is, the Life Twins actually get their effects when they're normal or special summoned while you control none of the other monsters. So this is kind of like a better version of Pot of Avarice, because it's a 6 of. And also, it, like I said, revives back Parallel Exceed. It doesn't revive back any of your Link monsters, sadly, but card's still really good. It's a trap card, it triggers your Paleozoics. Too many reasons not to play this card, I feel like. I don't know, it's just such a good card. If you side deck artifacts on game 2 and 3, you can Sanctum your opponent into Scythe and then set Back to the Front. Your Scythe dies or you link off with it, you revive it back, Scythe again, and then they go pass, and then you go boom boom and they die. Which is very, very beautiful. And you can also summon Scythe on standby phase or draw phase in order to play around 3 tactical talents. Yeah. Anyways, Trap Trick, of course, when you're playing 10 billion normal trap cards, why wouldn't you play Trap Trick? In a way, you could also kind of get away with Dragma Punishment since you're playing so many trap cards. But I don't know, like I said, Dragma Punishment would require like 2 to 3 cards in your extra deck, and that's not a luxury that I can afford unless I actually cut Parallel Exceed, but then my deck would literally just have no ceiling whatsoever, so I'm not too down with that. Like I said, even the hands where I have like Hand Traps plus Parallel Exceed are shockingly very good. Like Parallel Exceed really is that good, honestly. So yeah. And then of course 3 Canadia, that's just that's a given if you're already playing Dinomyscus and Olenoides, because Dinomyscus is the best one. I want to say Canadia is decent, and Olenoides used to be very good, but just not anymore, because now there's Heavy Storm Duster, there's Lightning Storm, Harpy's Feather Duster, so this got power crept at the speed of light. It's kind of sad, but yeah. Extra deck, I already kind of explained this while I was going over the main deck, but yeah, Negalogia, or I guess now the name is Divine Arsenal Azu Sky Thunder. Okay, I'm not gonna pronounce this ever, I'm just gonna call it Negalogia. And then Sky Cavalry Centauria also has another effect where you can detach a material and then bounce back the monster after you battled with it. And of course, like I said, it cannot be destroyed by battle when it has Exceeds materials, which is very fantastic. Opabinia, everyone knows what this card does. If you don't, just Google it. Just seriously, I'm not going to read you out like every single freaking card that I play. Unchained Abomination, I showed this very well in my combo video. Access Code, it's a Cybers, Transco, Cybers, Update Jammer, Splash Mage, it's like a monster reborn for your Cybers monsters, but only in defense, so in other words, it doesn't revive back Link monsters. El Mirage, 3 of the Evil Twin Kisikil and 3 of the Leela, because honestly you do go through them quite a lot. You actually have to link off using them to make just another copy just so you can not have the other, like the matching twin on your field, so you can use like the monster reborn during your opponent's main phase to either draw a card or just summon the one that pops. This is the one that pops on summon, and it's just the way you get an interruption, I guess. So you go through your extra deck quite a lot, and this is why Pot of Avarice would be very nice, and this is actually what I'm going to go through in the idea section real quick. But before I actually talk about these cards, I'm going to explain to you why I don't play any of the Evil Twin, or I guess Life Twin, or whatever spells and traps. For a very simple reason, they all suck. So, Evil Twins, Kisikil Leela, complete trash. It can't be special summon from your deck at all. So, in other words, I just don't see what you're ever gonna do with this. It's not good. And, yeah, you have to summon it by its own summoning condition, which is ridiculous. Like, you literally have to tribute 2 Link monsters. The only way it actually becomes cute is if you use it with Lair of Darkness, but outside of that, garbage. And it's just more coupling, more bricks in an already bricky deck because you only have 6 starters with Silent Mining. Really not that much. Of course, if you get Veilord or Ash, well, you don't have Parallelic Seed, then you really legit can't do that much. And also, in theory, you should be playing a rank 4 Parallelic Seed for going first in case your combo doesn't actually fully go through. So yeah, just insurance policy. And then I don't even know why this is here. Oh, Prohibit Snake is nice with like Silent Mining. You could kind of play Debug, but that would just be like more normal summon, so I don't even think it makes any sense. This doesn't exist yet, but besides, it actually sucks. So yeah. Yeah, Crumble Logos, it's cool. It actually negates like face-up card effects, so if there's a Floodgate that annoys you, like what Floodgate are you really using it on? Like definitely not There Can Only Be One or something. Yeah, There Can Only Be One, sure. With like an Aqua and a Cybers. Yeah, I guess. And then you can make Negalogia. Well, who cares? You could have made Negalogia through There Can Only Be One anyways. That's completely irrelevant. Toad, another Centauri in case you're playing Pot of Extravagance. Okay, this card sucks. Secret passphrase. You add a Live Twin or Evil Twin spell or trap from your deck to your hand, and if you control a Kisikil monster and the Leela monster, you can search the Evil Twin Kisikil Leela from your deck to your hand, which is just trash. Like, it's so much setup for a card that legit doesn't even do that much. So this definitely gets a fat no for me. Pot of Avarice, definitely considerable. And then Live Twin Channel, for the love of God, no, it's so garbage. And Evil Twin Present, it's honestly kind of cool, but you have to control both of them to use their effects. So this is why I'm really not too much of a fan. And yeah, that's all I had to say honestly for this deck profile of Evil Twins. If you guys have any comments or feedback, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to actually subscribe to Duelian TV's YouTube channel. Link should be in the description box below. And yeah, that's basically it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.